Imagine a place in Jamaica where the skyline rivals that of Manhattan, where investors flock like seagulls to a bread festival, and where Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Target aren't just a dream, but a reality. Sounds crazy, maybe, but what if I told you that Portmore, yes, the Sunshine City, has the untapped potential to become Jamaica's first world parish and the supercity of the Caribbean? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just start calling Portmore Jamaica's New York. No, the big idea. So here's the deal. The Jamaican government has officially announced plans to make Portmore the country's 15th parish. Now, that's cute and all, but what if we didn't stop there? What if we transformed Portmore into the first world parish in not just Jamaica, but in the entire Caribbean? Imagine a city with world-class infrastructure, a booming economy, and aesthetics that would make even Miami jealous. But why Portmore? I say, why not Portmore? Well, for one, it already looks the part. The layout, the road networks, and the housing developments. It's practically begging for a first world makeover. And if we really commit to this vision, we're talking about turning Portmore into a major financial and commercial hub. Think high-rise office buildings, tech parks, and luxury shopping districts. And dare I say it, Jamaica's first underground subway system. Okay, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but you get the point and you can envision the picture. The problem, why isn't Portmore there yet? Now, before we get carried away and start designing Portmore's vision of Times Square, we have to face some hard truths. Portmore is, for a lack of a better word, underutilized. Despite its potential, it's often treated as Kingston backyard rather than a standalone powerhouse. Traffic congestion is a nightmare. Public transportation needs a serious upgrade. And let's not even start on the flooding issues when it rains. Then there's the investment problem. Big international companies like Walmart and Aldi won't just roll in because we have vibes and good food. They need infrastructure, incentives, and the right policies in place to make Portmore an attractive business hub. And let's be real, Jamaican bureaucracy isn't exactly known for its efficiency. But here's the thing, these are all fixable problems. And if solved, Portmore could go from commuter town to an economic juggernaut. You get it? The vision for Portmore's supercity future. So how do we make this happen? Well, let's break it down. 1. Urban planning and infrastructure development. We need highways, modern bridges, and an upgrade public transit system. Think smart city technology, sustainable energy sources, and yes, flood-resistant drainage. 2. Investment and business attraction. The government needs to create investor-friendly policies to attract multinational corporations, give them tax breaks, fast-track approvals, and make it easy for them to set up shop. 3. Portmore as an economic zone. Imagine Portmore becoming Jamaica's official commercial district, an extension of Kingston corporate area, but with all the glamour of a major city, a place where young professionals can work, live, and thrive without crossing the bridge. 4. Tourism and entertainment hub. Who says you need to go to Miami for luxury shopping? Why not build that right here? High-end hotels, casinos, if we ever legalize them, and a world-class entertainment scene could make Portmore a magnet for both tourists and locals. Now, if this sounds ambitious, that's because it is. But history has shown us that transformation is possible with the right vision and execution. Look at Dubai. 50 years ago, it was mostly desert. Today, it's a futuristic metropolis. Portmore may not have oil money, but it has something just as valuable, potential, and that's all you need, along with visionary leaders. Do we have any of those laying around in Jamaica? A visionary leader? Do you think Portmore can achieve this goal? Let me know in the comments down below. Here's a summary of the highlights and the key points. The Jamaican government has announced Portmore as the 15th parish, but it could be much more. Portmore has the layout and potential to be a first world city in the Caribbean. Challenges include infrastructure, investment, and policy hurdles, but they are fixable. Solutions: modern urban planning, business incentives, making Portmore an economic hub, and developing it as a tourism and entertainment center. Solutions: modern urban planning, business incentives, making Portmore an economic hub, and developing it as a tourism and entertainment center. If done right, Portmore could become the Caribbean's first supercity, attracting global investors and reshaping Jamaica's economic future. This is how I would present or make a presentation in transforming and turning Portmore into a parish. I'm not gonna just come and vaguely say, oh, yeah, me I'll turn Portmore in a parish just for the hype and the buzzword and, the political clout. But I would actually present it in a transformational way where people can resonate with the vision and make them know, say, hey, this is our 2030 plan. Just for example and argument's sake. You get what me I say? This is how the government should have pitched transforming Portmore into a parish. You come with a futuristic, comprehensive, overall idea with examples and say, yo, look, this is how we are going to transform Portmore, not just into the designation of a parish status, but we have a real transformational policy for Portmore in a futuristic way. What I remember from reading in the news article what Desmond Mackenzie said, how them presented turning Portmore into a parish, was the bill would create greater economic, social, and political opportunities for Portmore's residents, enabling them to manage their own development more effectively. That's all Desmond Mackenzie said about the transformation of Portmore. It lacked substance. So I was never impressed with the way how the government just come out and say, oh, we pass a bill for turn Portmore in a parish, and that was it. Nothing else behind it for make me say, oh wow, me like the futuristic plan, me like the direction of how they plan to really develop Portmore into a super city, a first world parish. That's the transformational policy what me I look for from Jamaican politicians. And like how Marky G now have no transformational policy, Mark Golding, you can use this as a transformational policy for Portmore. Well, if Labour Party want to use it, me not no problem. I am all for Jamaica. That's why we need politicians with visions, and the people with their own, the Prime Minister and the opposition leader need to have visions for the future as well. So everything can depend on the shoulders of the leader, even though everything rise and fall with leadership. But the people them will have their ears need for you tell them, say, yo, I have an idea, and you pitch the presentation to Coolness or to Golding and say, yo, look, this is it. And a project like this, you have it in phases. So phase 1, we are going to execute this. Phase 2, we are going to build these. Phase 3, we are going to do that. Phase 4, this next. Phase 5, you get it. As long as the project starts, and no matter who in a power, the project have to continue. So if a Labour Party start it, PMP have to continue it. So you get things done. Because remember, Jamaica and the people of Jamaica and the people of Portmore will directly benefit. So not because Labour Party started, if PMP come in a power, them will ignore it and the project will go stop until Labour right come back in a power, the project continue. No, that cannot work. If a PMP start it and then come out of power, Labour right supposed to continue the project. Cause guess what? It two of them are going to play a part to make sure say we see the fulfillment of the project of Portmore becoming this first world parish and super city of the Caribbean, because we are do this for Jamaica and the future of a better Jamaica and for future generations. We not just do things for our immediate benefit, but we grandkids and we great grandchildren, and them we are put things like this in place for. You get it? So remember, you heard it here first on the Patriotic Jamaican YouTube channel. Yes, me want me credit. Them free for use it, but me just want everybody know say you heard it here first. So big up to the JLP and big up to the PNP. One Jamaica. I don't believe in this tribal politics. It just make Jamaica very backwards and it just keep it in our retrograde state. And me not depend that. So what do you think? Can Portmore become Jamaica's first world parish and the super city of the Caribbean? Or are we just dreaming too big? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see this vision turn into reality, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because the future of Portmore isn't just in the hands of politicians, it's in the hands of the people who believe in its potential. Until next time, stay visionary. Here are some pinpoint questions that you might have about Portmore becoming Jamaica's first world parish and super city of the Caribbean. Portmore already has traffic problems. Won't this super city idea make it worse? Answer: that's a valid concern. If Portmore is going to become a first world parish, infrastructure must come first. We're talking about expanding highways, improving public transport, and even introducing high-speed transit options. Imagine a modern metro rail system connecting Portmore to Kingston. Game changer, right? The real problem isn't growth, it's growth without planning. So if done right, a Portmore super city could fix traffic, not make it worse. Isn't this just another empty promise from politicians? Answer: Jamaica has heard big promises before, but this time there's real momentum. The government has officially announced plans to make Portmore Jamaica's 15th parish. That's not just talk. It's a step towards autonomy, increased funding, and better governance. The real question is, will they follow through? And that's where investors and public pressure come in. If Portmore becomes a hub for international businesses, politicians will have no choice but to step up. Can Portmore really attract big brands like Walmart, Target, or Aldi? Answer: short answer, yes, but it depends on economic incentives. Big brands go where the numbers make sense. If Portmore gets duty-free zones, tax incentives, and a strong middle-class consumer base, these companies will take notice. Look at how Kingston Freeport attracted global shipping companies. A first-world Portmore could do the same for retail giants. Plus, with Jamaicans abroad sending billions in remittances, there's proof that the spending power exists. Wouldn't this just make Portmore more expensive for locals? Answer: growth can drive up living cost, but it doesn't have to push people out if planned correctly. The key is affordable housing initiatives, similar to what's been done in cities like Singapore or Dubai, where development benefits all income levels, not just the wealthy. If Portmore becomes a first world parish, expect more job opportunities, higher wages, and an overall better standard of living. But the government must balance economic growth with housing accessibility. Jamaica has crime problems. How will Portmore become first world with that issue? Answer: that's a major challenge, but not an impossible one. Crime thrives where there's poverty and lack of opportunity. A first world Portmore means more jobs, better policing, smart technology like CCTV networks, and proper urban planning. Think Singapore and Dubai. Again, both were once struggling with crime before smart policing and economic reforms turned things around. If we want a first world parish, we have to think like one. Would this turn Portmore into an extension of Kingston, losing its identity? Answer: not at all. In fact, this move could do the opposite. Right now, Portmore is often seen as Kingston's backyard, but becoming a super city and first world parish would give it a unique identity. Instead of being a Kingston extension, Portmore could be Jamaica's economic powerhouse, a Caribbean Dubai, a modern metropolis with its own character. Think of it as an upgrade, not an erasure. Where's the money coming from? Can Jamaica even afford this? Answer: fair question. But here's the thing. Jamaica alone doesn't need to foot the bill. Private investors, multinational companies, and even Caribbean development funds could play a major role. If Portmore is strategically marketed as a prime investment hub, we could see funding from China, the US, and even the UAE. Jamaica already attracts billion-dollar tourism and real estate investments. Why not redirect some of that to Portmore's transformation? Will Portmore becoming a parish even make a difference? Answer: yes, because it gives Portmore its own budget, leadership, and development focus. Instead of being a side project under Kingston and St. Catherine, it will have direct access to government funding and decision making. That means better roads, schools, healthcare, and security, all tailored specifically for Portmore's needs. So while a name change alone isn't enough, the shift in power and resources could be massive. So what do you think? Could Portmore really become the Caribbean's first super city? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love the vision of a first world Jamaica, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into our island's future. I'm want to send a special thanks and shout out to producer Wayne Global TV YouTube channel. Big up yourself, my brother. You don't know me from nowhere, and yeah, give me a strength. Yeah, big me up on your YouTube channel. You are the first YouTuber to ever acknowledge and shout me out on the channel. So that is a very historic moment in and of itself. I respect and appreciate that for life. Because we are people, we remember kindness and we appreciate kindness. You never have to do it. You just respect the work where you see me a put in, and you say, you know, me give that youth your strength, me give him a shout out, and me highly appreciate that. Big up producer Wayne Global TV YouTube channel. And people, if you're not aware of that man, he make excellent content, cause me learn a lot from him. Cause me watch him video them, so me I learn from him as well. And he might teach me things when me I watch his content. So if you not subscribe yet, go subscribe to his channel. He make excellent content as well. This man is highly intelligent. I am not even close to his level of intelligence. Can't tell her that. So see you in the next one. One love, Jamaica.